What's up, y'all? God! Oh my God, so much dope shit popping. Let's have a conversation. Can we have a conversation? God. Wait for a few people to get in here. The title of today's talk is No One Steps Outside Their Comfort Zone for Nothing. There's always something to gain. Yo, what's going on, y'all? No one steps outside of their comfort zone for nothing. There's always something to gain. God! Let's get these God guys going in the comments. There's always something to gain. Okay, hopefully y'all like that Thomas Ward interview, man. Thomas is a wealth of information, one of the dopest comedians. We all know about him because this is what we do. We got a few more interviews I got with Thomas. I'm going to be getting a lot of these OGs that my generation may not know about, or the younger cats may not know about, some of these more obscure interviews, some of these real underground cats that y'all may have never heard of. I'm going to be bringing them to light. I'm going to be doing these one-on-one interviews, these sit-downs, just giving you more explorative content to open your brain to the world of comedy and all the people around it, not just the pop culture motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully y'all fuck with that, and musicians too. So I'm trying to tighten up on my one-on-one interview skills. Hopefully y'all like the Thomas Ward interview. I got a few more going. Somebody said Drake fan page. Shut the fuck up. I ain't got no dog in the fight. I'm a Kendrick fan and a Drake fan. But I see a new angle that I wasn't even paying attention to at first. The religious implications of it, the Islamic and the Jewish implications. I never really even thought about that because I'm an MC. I don't even think about the religious aspect of it, but I do have a few cats that I know in the nation who was rooting for Kendrick, who I root for Kendrick all day. If I had to choose one, I'm choosing. Damn, my throat itching. Long story short, my young homie Idris and his brother, I just realized a couple days ago that that's the side of the brain they were coming from, which I should have realized it. But that's interesting. Hopefully we keep religion out of hip-hop like we keep religion out of politics. We separate church and state. So, said Kendrick is about black people, for sure. Let's not speak on both of these dudes like we know them both personally. I like what Kendrick stands for. He and I, a lot of our principles and shit align, so I fuck with him. But when it comes to this MC and shit, I'm basing this basically on the MC portion, and Kendrick definitely did do his thing. When we talk about the world of competition, how much I like you should not be factored into who wins. Appreciate you, man. Scratching my throat like a motherfucker. But stepping outside of your comfort zone. Let's talk about stepping outside your comfort zone, because nobody steps outside their comfort zone for nothing. There's always something to gain. If your woman left you and y'all been in a comfortable relationship for years, she's gaining something from leaving you. Believe that. My neighbor's a lawyer, right? A lawyer. His wife left him for the nigga that walks around Venice Beach with the snake on his neck. You know, the dude that takes the snake off himself and puts it on you and charges you for a Polaroid picture. My neighbor called me up, said like, man, Kraig, man, I went to Harvard. I make $500,000 a year, man. We can live a comfortable lifestyle. And this bitch left me for the nigga that bet it all on a snake? Think about that. You know, when When your ego is hurt, you start talking about shit that ain't got nothing to do with you. He was talking about the other dude's personal life. He was like, well, how you gonna support her when the snake dies, man? Huh? What he gonna do? He gonna find another python egg, hatch it, and raise that snake from a puppy? My guy was hurt, right? Here's the thing about lawyers in their personal life when they get hurt, they always come with the evidence. Look, Exhibit 8, man. Look, man. My American Express bill, dog. She spent 12 grand at the pet store for this nigga, bro. She bought this nigga snake a whole environment. A snake humidifier, snake hooks, a snake fish tank. You know them lawyers, any nigga out here ever fuck with a lawyer, they gonna bring the evidence. I got Polaroid pictures of you coming out of McDonald's with the bitch. Lawyers always got evidence, nigga. But he worked a lot, man. I worked a lot, man. I was working 60 hours a week, man, to make this $500,000 to support her. I wasn't spending time with her, and she left me for a nigga that bet it all on a snake. When you step outside your comfort zone, it's never for no reason. There's always something you can gain. Get uncomfortable because there's a gain there. The nigga that walks around the beach with the snake on his neck gained the bitch of a lawyer who spent 12 grand on his American Express to make his snake's life more comfortable. Get uncomfortable. Hey, anytime you step outside your comfort zone, there's something to gain. We got many different types of women. I'm gonna focus on 3, right? We got lesbian women, we have bisexual women, and then we have women that are homosexuals. KT said that's cap. If it's cap, then it's cap. That's what you feel, nigga. I'm no longer arguing with niggas that ain't got shit going on telling me that I'm capping. You're capping. So look, you got 3 different types of women, right? You got lesbian women, bisexual women, and homosexual women, right? Even though there's more types than that, we're focusing on these 3. Now, what's a lesbian woman? A lesbian, this other thing. Similar is not the same, is what I meant to preface this statement with. So similar is not the same. The example of this is you got lesbian women, bisexual women, homosexual women. Lesbian women, somebody said, Ann. Well, lesbian women still like penetration. They love penetration. I don't give a fuck if it's a finger, a dildo, or a fist. As long as it's on the bitch, they'll put that pussy on the dish. Amen? Amen. That's a lesbian chick. Whole industry dedicated to lesbian pleasure. It's called dildos. Right. Then you got bisexual women. Let me get a God, amen, if you've ever dealt with a bisexual woman, fellas. A bisexual woman seems similar to a lesbian, but it's not the same. Why? Because bisexual women have an appetite for men and women. He said, Kraig on coke now. Fuck out of here, nigga. I ain't never done no motherfucking coke. Yeah, okay, so look, lesbian women and bisexual women seem similar, but they're not the same. Why? Because bisexual women have an appetite, sexual appetite for men and women, right? A bisexual woman is the type of woman to go to, you take her to an orgy, she gonna eat up all the pussy and suck up all the dick. Niggas is gonna be flabbergasted. Hey man, who brought this bitch Diane, man? This she done sucked me and all the homies empty, and she done ate all the broads dry. Man, this bitch is a libido whore. This bitch is hungry for libido. She's ate and sucked all the libido out the party. I'm ready to go home. It's a 4-hour orgy, nigga. It's 45 minutes in. This bitch then sucked all the niggas empty and ate all the bitches dry. That's a bisexual woman. A true bisexual woman will have a boyfriend and a girlfriend and fuck around and be pregnant with twins, and the twins is stepbrothers. The boyfriend be at the doctor, man. I know, look, man. So you mean to tell me that my son's twin doctor is his stepbrother? No, I know exactly how it happened. This libido hungry bitch. I took her to an orgy. Yeah, I took her to an orgy 6 months ago, okay? She ate all the bitches empty, sucked me and all the fellas dry. So she must have ate some of Earl and spit it into my woman. Let me tell you again, Doc. She sucked some of Earl out of Earl and spit it into my wife, and now my son's twin is his stepbrother. That's a bisexual woman. They gonna eat up all the pussy, suck up all the dick. Now, bisexual women seem similar to lesbians, but it's not the same. Then you got homosexual women. Hey, real homosexual woman hates niggas like me. They hate men. They're real homosexual women are tough. Homosexual women are tough enough to rape a man. You get too many homosexual women and they'll rape a nigga. They'll hold a nigga down and eat out his dick tip. God! Homosexual women hate men so much that if they girl accidentally gets the dildo in her pussy will make the dildo go soft. They hate niggas. All these women seem similar, but they're not the same. I'm just ranting on this motherfucker. Somebody said Leslie Jones. When shit is similar but it's not the same, you gotta do your research. You gotta dig in, people. Right? I just watched I just read up on somebody I know. Shout out to Steven Jackson. My nigga Steven did some real man shit this last year. He was supposed to get married, right? And he was dealing with a woman who seemed similar to a good woman, but she was really a gold digger. And that's why similar is not the same. Because he was willing to walk down the aisle with this woman and gave her 4 months to sign a prenuptial agreement. This woman hired a preacher to try to persuade him not to allow her not to sign the prenup. The preacher came to him the day of the wedding, even though she had 4 months previous to the wedding to sign the prenup. This preacher came to Stephen and said, "Hey, Steve, God is telling me that he's going to take care of all your needs. Don't worry about her signing the prenup. God's going to take care of it." He thought this was a good woman. She looked and spoke similar to a good woman, but she wasn't the same because she had a hidden, covert agenda. Somebody said Angel does. Oh, man, I appreciate y'all. Similar is not the same. It's not. Steven stepped outside of his comfort zone. He left that bitch at the altar and said, if you're not going to do it the way I told you to do it, it's over. Imagine if he wasn't man enough to step outside of his comfort zone and he was anchored down by the hundreds of people at the wedding, the cooks and the people he paid to make it a good wedding, the preacher he paid, the band, the tuxedo he bought, the wedding dress he bought. Imagine if he was anchored down by all those tangibles that would have told him, you know what, fuck it. Fuck my principles. Let me go ahead and marry this bitch against my better judgment because it's comfortable for everybody else. Sometimes you got to step outside your comfort zone to gain something. But you got to be man enough to recognize that similar is not the same. Just because a nigga come around you every day and fuck with you don't mean it's your homeboy. Yeah, it seems like it's a homie and it's a friend, but similar is not the same, nigga. Let's see what happens when you set that boundary. If that's still your motherfucking homie. Some of you niggas would be devastated if you knew what was happening in the dark pertaining to your name and what motherfuckers was saying about you that ain't when they not around you, nigga. Similar is not the same, nigga. If you know 10 motherfuckers and 7 of them don't hate you, you ain't no solid, nigga. Too many niggas like you for you to be solid. You run around putting your lips on everybody's blunt, smoking with everybody, and you think that that's the same as being a homie. Niggas is crazy. Some of you niggas only hanging around other niggas because they fatter than you. You a fat nigga, and you hang around with other niggas that's bigger than you because you want similar to be the same. Niggas is fat for different reasons. Some of you niggas is fat because you eat too much. Some of you niggas is fat because you have thyroid problems. Some of you niggas are fat because you have no discipline. It all seems similar, but it's not the same. Do you know what's a banana split? Nah, I don't know that, dog. These niggas say I'm on angel dust, I'm on coke. Some of you niggas say I'm crazy. I'm in IT. Nah, I'm in my studio, nigga. This is Kraig Fac Studio, a.k.a. Reign Supreme Studios. You feel me? You trying to say I look like Darvin Ham? Peace and blessings, man. Nah, I gotta meet Kraig one day. Yeah, you gonna meet me, man, when I get back out here on tour. FBA Simpson, Kraig shoot thyroids. Shout out to my foundational black homie. A lot of y'all don't know, man. Me and Tariq Nasheed are actually related, man. My sister and him are second cousins, so he's related to my sister. We relatives, man. So I fuck with the foundational black train of thought. That's dope. Yeah, you didn't know that, huh? FBA Homer Simpson? Yeah, seriously, no bullshit. No bullshit. Kraig, who woke up in an ashtray? Detroit related. Well, yeah, so Tariq's father is from Detroit. As you know, my family is from Detroit. My sister was born in Detroit. I was born here, but I lived in Detroit for a while. But I got more relatives in Detroit than I do in L.A., Pasadena. So his father and my sister's grandfather are brothers. Don't pick sides, Kraig. What you mean don't pick sides? That pick sides thing is hilarious. What you're going to learn in life about the whole pick sides thing is that you'll learn who fucks with you when it's time to pick a side. Niggas be hurt about shit and they pick sides based on their emotions, not based on what's right. So that's a lesson that some of you young niggas gonna learn. Is like, don't ever be the person that's trying to make people pick sides. Be the person in conflict that is trying to make the innocent people get out the way so you and whoever you beef with can handle your business. The motherfucker that's constantly trying to throw people into the mix of a beef is the person trying to manipulate people into seeing things their way and they're wrong about it. If you're right about something, you don't need 10 million people to corroborate you. Niggas that ain't got shit going on always want somebody to be in the way. You got to get out the way if it's conflict, because once them bullets start blasting, bow, 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 you can be caught. You can be caught in conflict that you have nothing to do with because your emotionality is telling you that I have to pick a side because I don't like the way that Kraig or Jimmy talked to me last time. I don't like the way. No, well, hey, don't pick a side that you really don't fuck with. Don't get in the middle of conflict that you ain't got shit to do with. You got to seriously question the brother or sister that is always trying to put everybody in the middle of a conflict they have with another person. Some conflict is one-sided. Sometimes a nigga that you view as being the aggressor is actually just defending himself. But since some people's perceptions persuade them to take the side of the person that presents the least amount of danger to themselves, they often get caught up on the wrong side of conflict because fear will make you choose a side or make a choice that you think is best for your own safety. You could literally, somebody could be trying to free you of something, and because it seems safer to be with the captor, you will enslave yourself because the aggression it takes to free yourself is too, how can I put this? It's sometimes you gotta, I can't even really, how can I explain it? I mean, sometimes the force it takes to free yourself scares those who want to be free. So those who want to be free will run to the comfort of their captor because the force of freedom is too much for them to bear. They will demonize those who have the heart and the will to stand up because it causes fear in them. And then once that person, whoever it is, gains the freedom that the other motherfuckers want, now they become the enemy of the enslaved because some of you niggas ran back to slavery mentally and rather see the free die because their freedom is a reflection of your cowardism or your cowardice. Some cowards in the world, man. I'm telling you. What's up, Sheree? Love you. Should I speak like a West Coast T.I.? It's some cowards in the world, man. That's some funny shit. Kraig drive a truck that's shaped like a nose. You got to be willing to let shit go, man. Let it go. Release it. It's done. You don't tug a war over look, man. Success is abstract and sometimes it's simple. But the abstract part of success can make something appear real that's not real. It's like success is like any of those that are in my age group. Y'all remember back in the day they had these pictures. Y'all remember back in the day they had these pictures that you could stare into and it would be another picture within the picture. Y'all remember those pictures? Let me know if y'all remember those pictures. The pictures you would stare into, you look at them, you just be staring. And the harder you looked, there would be a picture inside of a picture. Okay, that's success. Now, the shit that you looking at that seems like it's the picture, but it's not, it's the picture outside the picture, that's your perception. That's everything you've been through in life. You feel what I'm saying? That's everything you've been through in life. B Bold 2306 says dry. Well, keep trolling, nigga. Keep trolling. That's your perception. Those are clouds. That's like you. That's your way of like, there are some things that we have to fight, you know what I'm saying? Because we have what's called confirmation bias when we look at things. So sometimes we only give credit to or credence to things that confirm choices that we've already made in life. It's called a confirmation bias. Even when you don't like somebody, if they're telling you truth and they're in a conversation with you, you're finding those things that confirm a bias you have against that person because you want to be right about the person instead of embracing the new knowledge and information. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of times to be successful, niggas get away from their families because family beef breeds confirmation bias. This auntie don't like this uncle. This uncle don't like this niece. This niece don't like this auntie. It's all these beefs happening, and people develop confirmation biases because these beefs are pushed by people you love. My mother talks about my uncle this much, so fuck that nigga and fuck his son. They whole family on bullshit. And our family is righteous. That's the bullshit family beefs that we all go through. It takes a strong person to be like, you know what? I love everybody, but fuck everybody at the same time. Because you don't like my dad, don't mean you get the right to lie on me. Because you don't like her auntie, don't mean you get the right to lie. That's family beef, right? That's the picture outside the picture. And it takes a strong person to realize that I can love you and not agree with you. You know what I'm saying? But the picture behind the picture is the one that's going to pay you. I promise you. That's why sometimes you got to get out the way, because there's some people that may be mentally stronger than you or have been mentally stronger than you for a long time. And for the majority of your life, they've been able to grab you by your collar and snatch you into the middle of beefs that you ain't got shit to do with. But as soon as you start to wake up and be like, hey, I ain't got no problem with my cousin like that. I ain't got no problem with my auntie like that. I ain't got no problem with my dad or my mom like that. What? That's when you become the enemy. I'm not hating on my own people. I'm giving you an example. I'm giving you examples of life, how confirmation bias works. My nigga, I love my family, but our family goes through it like any other family. Shit, I went through it with the Kraig Fac family. I went through, different extensions of family. You got people who are on their mind is wired for power. They want to be in a position of power, and they use manipulation to gain that power. So they're going to put you into the middle of shit that you don't have nothing to do with, because they're just searching for attention and anything that gives them a semblance of power. I'm giving you more game than a little bit. I should open up my own Toys R Us of game, man. I'm just giving niggas game. I'm giving niggas board games, video games. I'm giving you all the game in the world, man. Come on, man. Walk with me, man. Spread love, man. That's why somebody said love wins always. 100%, man. Somebody said I ain't gonna say the nigga named Blaze Miss since day one. Who knows what he been doing, man? I hope he's doing well. Stop thinking I'm talking about one particular person. The world is full of these niggas. Somebody said you're not black. Well, when you see me, prove to me I'm not black, 4MJ. Prove to me that. Walk up on me and show me I'm not black. I'm all about the action, boss. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Thoughts on Drake and Kendrick? Hey, man. They both dope as fuck. Kendrick is winning this battle. He's a monster. Drake is also a monster. I don't know. I'm a light-skinned nigga. So when I see, niggas talking about taking the light-skinned, dark-skinned path, it just, I don't know, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I feel about that part of what Kendrick said. But I mean, from an MC perspective, he murdered. Said, what about Dewan? I don't know. Ask Dewan. What about Dewan? Drake is indeed a monster, but not what. Okay. Kraig uncomfortable. Okay, Jody, uncomfortable with what, Mr. LaFlame? What am I uncomfortable with? No, I ain't watched Cat Special. Man, I done seen a lot of Cat Williams, man. He one of the greatest to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm all Kevin Hart and Cat Williams out as far as like content, man. These niggas came and left their mark on the industry. They've done shit that has never been done in comedy. I really be focused on my stand-up, me creating, so I didn't see it, but I will watch it and give an opinion on it because I'm a big fan of Cat, Kevin, and all them cats, you know what I mean? But I don't be on the edge of my seat waiting on their specials like a lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying? That's not something I anticipated, but I do support it. Somebody, Muhammad said, you sus. Okay, if I'm sus, then prove it. Why don't you create a profile with your real face on it, you hoe-ass nigga? Nigga calling me sus. That's crazy. We'll do this. Yeah, you out of here. Get your sus ass up out of here, man. That negative ass talk. Respect, you been killing me. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, man. I love when I see that roast legend thing, but the stand-up thing is coming next. I be feeling like when people call me a roast legend that they ain't never seen me do stand-up, so they don't know. So it's time for y'all to, just no more compartmentalization on that. Peace and reciprocity. Likewise, peace and reciprocity, good brother. Yeah, man. But you see how it go, man. The real continue to move forward. So, man, the picture behind the picture, back to the message I was saying earlier. We started off with saying, hey, stepping outside your comfort zone. Nobody steps outside their comfort zone for nothing. There's always something to gain, and similar is not the same. Once you understand that, you know what it really is. Also, shout out to Big Job, man. He had a release last night. It was a cold situation, man. The Lesbian Homie 3 release. All the actors and cast did an incredible job, man. I'm from Big Job on down to, everybody involved. It was a dope event. To all those that showed up, man, thank y'all for supporting the homie. Been a super duper weekend for me. Yeah, it's going to be on Tubi. Also, Big Head Kraig Season 1. And then Season 2 is in the making. That'll be on Tubi as well. But Season 1 will be up there soon. Keep in mind, if y'all watch Tubi, it takes a couple months for Tubi. Once you submit a project, it takes a couple months for it to be up on Tubi. So that's why I haven't been speaking on it. But it'll be up. Then I got another season of that Roast Dominoes that should be on Tubi as well. So I'll always be on YouTube. I'm going to give y'all a show once a month, but I'm going to start taking a lot of content over to Tubi since I got a situation with them. Tubi pays us better, man. Ain't been no money on YouTube for a couple years. You know what I'm saying? What's good, DeWitt? What's poppin', son? Talk to me. Yeah, so all that's coming, man. Freddie, what's poppin', Freddie? But that's been the shit for the day, man. Kraig, my edibles is making your upside down. What you eating on? What kind of milligrammage you got? What you eating on, man? You got a brownie, some chocolate chip cookies? Talk to me. Man, I still fuck with All Def Digital for sure. Hell yeah. Till the wheels fall off. Is Tubi like the Koch records? That's a great comparison because you get more money. Artists was getting more money on Koch records back in the day. They was getting $7 a record. So yeah, you make more money on Tubi for sure. I don't know. You got to ask Pat and all the people that roast me what happened to the classroom roast. Oh, man, appreciate you. Look, the Chill Withers of Disrespect is coming too. And I got some more stuff. I got a lot of stuff on the way, man. I appreciate that support, man. Y'all already know how this shit go on social media, man. These algorithms switch up. They start playing with people's numbers and shit like that. So sometimes you got to revamp, regroup, and reassess and come new. So that's the process I'm in right now. It's just, figuring out a maintainable flow of content that I can continue to produce and get to the people that I need to get to. Jordan Raymer, use them haters as elevators. Man, I ain't got no haters, man. Just because somebody is hating don't mean I got to embrace them as a hater. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Some people been doing this their whole lives. Throwing fits and sabotaging things they can't control. Some people have been doing that since they was babies. So this is just who they are. Unless haters is a new race of people, I can't even use the word no more because it doesn't bother me no more. I look like the front of the airplane on my face, huh? If anybody knows, it's Kraig. You damn right. Did y'all watch that last Bad News? Tell me if y'all watched that Bad News, man. Man, I just dropped some game. I only gave y'all $9 worth of game. Damn, man. I thought I was at least a couple $100 worth of game a day for y'all. Hell yeah. Hello, Bang. You killed CP. Oh, man, that's my brother. I love CP. We both did a great job. 4MJ, nothing without the crew. 4MJ is nothing without the crew. That's hilarious. Bad News. Shit, I don't know what you mean by that. MJ is a billionaire. And when we talk about crews, you know what I'm saying? Nah, my nigga. I love my niggas. Some motherfuckers got to establish shit on their own. You know what I'm saying? Buns of Anarchy. Yeah, that was funny. I think he said I'm in a gay biker gang called the Buns of Anarchy. That was hilarious. I know some of the roast I say will have to be, it'll catch up to you later. But when I told CP, I had a sequence of jokes that all flowed together. I told CP, because he got big eyes, I said, well, every time I stare at you, I can't help but think that somebody's standing behind me. I said, nigga, you got contagious paranoid eye syndrome. Whenever people make eye contact with you, you show up to parties early and hide weapons in the furniture. This is layers of roasting, my nigga. You talking about this Buns of Anarchy, that's a great play on words. But I'm a motherfucking savage with that pen, man. It's too bad that some people, they get it at different times. They don't understand how I'm chopping this thing up, man. I'm a lyricist as a rapper, a comedian, and a roaster. I do unprecedented things that maybe everybody won't appreciate, today. But, later on down the line, my nigga, they gonna break my shit down, man. I got schemes and I got all that, man. I'm a motherfucking linguistic artist. I play with words like most wish they could. You know what I'm saying? I put patterns and schemes together in a way where I know if a nigga bite my shit. I've allowed niggas to come around me and bite my shit. I've allowed niggas on other platforms to bite my shit, my nigga, because I own my style. You can't do me without people knowing it's me. BBL Kraig, yeah. Coming here with that simple ass a Buns of Anarchy joke. That's a great joke, but nigga, that ain't no savage shit. It's just a great play on words that you like because you know Sons of Anarchy and you put buns in the place of sons and it all. It's funny, but nigga, no. Nah, I'm fucking with you. That's a great joke. Somebody said no stick. Give it. I'm not gonna rate it. If you like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? But if we're gonna chop up jokes and break down bars, we talking about this Kendrick and Drake beef. If we gonna chop up jokes and break down joke bars, let's break it all the way down. Comedy, that's one of the things that comedy is about. Comedy has satire. There's many different styles of comedy. You got the different characters of comedy. The part that you relate to is what you like. But if you're a true connoisseur of comedy, you will break down and embrace things that you may not necessarily understand at first. But once you get it, you're going to be like, oh, shit, I get it now. Yeah. Said Drake was funnier. Somebody said blink twice if you okay. Oh my God, JD. Hilarious. Appreciate that, Tracy. Kraig, keep, and I'll be sure cassette tape under his hat for emergency. See, that's funny. He painted a picture. He created a whole nother universe of light skin, I don't know what you would call it, light skin coolness. And he put me into a light skin coon position and said, I kept the tape of I'll Be Sure for confidence purposes. I mean, that's a great joke. Oh, man, I'm doing well, man. Shout out to Indonesia. Eddie, just chilling, man, with the business with you. Come on, somebody else keep roasting. I'll break yours down, too, and tell you what I think of it. Kraig shipped more John Blaze than that. Yeah, Kraig got a spare nose on his keychain. That's funny. Having a spare nose on a keychain means a whole lot, bro. So first of all, let's break it down. You take your keys everywhere you go. Your car keys is on your keys, your house keys, all your important stuff in life is on this keychain. So the fact that my nose, having a spare nose, would be as important as having my car keys and house keys is fucking comedy. Great joke. Because it really speaks to an overall identity. Like, I ain't shit without my nose. That's some funny shit. Okay, so a nosedive from Kraig would be a global catastrophe. This is in the same vein as the Brent Buns and Anarchy joke. Two great jokes. They're plays on words. They're puns. I get it. It's actually dope. Somebody said I'm Manila toned. Okay, well, give me another layer. Manila toned is cool, but the other two jokes I just read was way better than Manila tone. That's some funny shit. You got to know Hoop to understand who Kevin Duckworth is. The brother said I look like Kevin Duckworth in his third year. So basically, this is what he means. When you get into the league as a big dude, because there's certain dudes that big that have an affinity to get fat, right? If they don't keep in shape. So Kevin Duckworth came into the league in shape. And as he made more money and got more comfortable, he slowly put on weight. By year number 3, You're comfortable if you're Kevin Duckworth. Most people, if they do something for 3 years, they're comfortable, they're slipping, they're losing it. So he's saying that this is the year that Kevin Duckworth started losing it. So what he's telling me in a kind way is, we see you getting a little big, nigga. Lose some weight. Fire joke. Kraig knows is all gossip to I don't know how the fuck what that said. Nah, I ain't 300 pounds. Oliver Miller, 350. Boy, I'm 260. Come on, God. Kraig 50-50, half corny, half funny. Nah, so we ain't gonna do that, because I already know what this is. You motherfuckers always with the light-skinned shit want to try to make me the corny light-skinned nigga with the fat white mom and the black-ass daddy that ain't around like that. The pissy light-skinned nigga that was raised around white people that who his first time at a black barber, he was 26. That ain't me, my nigga. I'm from the trenches. This ain't what it look like, bro. You probably in Virginia, North Carolina, somewhere out where it's corny niggas like that. But fucking with me, you gonna get a rude awakening. I'm not that nigga, man. Do your research on me. Equator knows. Oh, funny. Why you keep asking me about Roast Me? That ain't my show. That's All Def Digital show. You, nigga, I can't make them do Roast Me? Goddamn, motherfucker. Come see me roast live. Saying VA niggas is... No, what I'm saying is down south niggas have a weird view of lighter black people. We all know that places in the South, you niggas is more color struck than anybody else in the country. You always talking about light, bright, yellow. That's what y'all on. Where I'm from, that shit don't mean nothing. If I show you my family tree, my aunties and uncles, it's light skin, dark skin, all that from the same mama. So if you grew up on my block where my family is, you get your ass severely served thinking that because a nigga's light skin that he's soft. Period, point blank. That shit don't move nothing where I'm from. Hush that mouth. My nose is obesity. This nigga think I'm calling that nigga crazy. Nigga, my dad is pretty Smitty from Detroit City. You better do the research, man. They never called me Kraig. They called me Pac-Man growing up. That was my nickname, Pac-Man, because I'm yellow and I eat a lot. Kraig wears Dockers with no drawers. That is some... That's funny, because when I was young, that's what niggas was on. They was wearing polo shirts, Izots with Docker pants and Rockport shoes. When is my Netflix special coming out? Man, I'm not sure. I'm going to shoot something this year, and I'm going to try to sell it. Kraig keeps a master recording of Smokey Robinson's first album in his car. That's funny. Hey, man. Inbox me a picture of a Shetland pony. I want to see this. Kraig, do you raise awareness for Palestine? Do I raise awareness for Palestine? I'm not sure if I talk about Palestine like that. I think it's wrong for anyone to be displaced from their homeland, but I don't know enough about the conflict to have a dog in the fight. I love Muslims. I love Jewish motherfuckers. I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to just jump in without having the knowledge completely to speak on something. If there's information you can send me to educate me on it, I would love for you to send me that. But I definitely don't want to see innocent people dying over religion. More people have died in the name of religion than any other thing that's ever been created in the history of humans. I'm just not for innocent people dying, you know what I'm saying? At all. Somebody said, get up, Kraig. Yeah, okay, all right, I'm up. What do you call two lesbians in a closet? What do you call it? This nigga said thrift store Scully's. Whew. That nigga said I get jizzed on. That's crazy. It's apartheid, right? But this thing has been going on for thousands of years, dog. And you got to remember, these two religions are North African religions. These are Egyptian religions from the Egyptian Book of the Dead. So these are things that were originated in Africa by Africans. So I don't hear any Africans talking about this, really. Not even the Arab Africans really acknowledge their African roots as much as they should. You know what I'm saying? So, though I support it, I have to do my research. I'm not just jumping on the side. I love everybody. I don't hate nobody. Kraig, a two-way welder on the court. He said Africans not in tune with that shit. Yeah. Love to Saudi Arabia. Hey, my Saudi Arabian brother, send me information on this. Educate me. He said I beat up a bum to the fact that he's saying I beat up a bum and took his outfit is funny. Man, I'm an ex-hooper, so I follow the NBA. I'm not as up-to-date as I need to be, but I know hoop, though. So if you want to have a hoop conversation, I can go as deep as you want, especially on X's and O's. And I know hoop. I know basketball. What up, Kraig? Shout out to you, Computer Tripper from Oregon. Love and respect. Dominique Lee, what's poppin', son? South Africa cried foul. So my top young player, Ant-Man, is a fucking monster. If he doesn't get injured, he's going to fall right behind Michael Jordan, Kobe. I think he has a better upside than D-Wade. I think he'll replace D-Wade as the number 3 2 guard in the history of the league, Ant-Man. Then LaMelo. If LaMelo isn't injured, I think he has a great shot at doing what my guy did with the Warriors, Steph Curry. Steph ain't no young player. What you mean, Ant-Man over Steph? He said, who's my favorite young player? Steph is on his way out, dog. He got 2-3 more years max. He said, I got a framed Don Amici jersey. That's funny. For those of y'all who don't know, Don Amici was the first openly gay player in the NBA. That's comedy. Brunson is a monster. Brunson is a fucking monster. Shout out to him and his pop. Jeff Woods. Go Knicks. Hey, man. It's crazy. Y'all don't think Jalen Brunson was going to be the one to take y'all to the next level? Y'all thought Carmelo would be that. Y'all thought Amari Stoudemire would be that. Y'all thought Patrick Ewing would be that. But mark my words. If you guys keep Jalen Brunson for 10 years and he plays at this level, he's the best Knick in the history of the franchise. Mark my words. Top 5 light-skinned hoopers. Okay, I'll give you top 5. Number 1, Steph Curry. Number 2, Reggie Miller. Number 3, Kobe Bryant. This isn't in order. This is just the top 5. Number 4, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Number 5, Blake Griffin. Top 5 light-skinned players. The fact that you got to say Kobe isn't that light-skinned lets you know he light-skinned. Kobe is light-skinned. Stop hating. Fuck you talking about, nigga? Nick Van Exel definitely ain't light-skinned. Okay, Julius Erving. Grant Hill, I forgot Grant Hill. But Blake Griffin had a better career overall than Grant Hill. He had more healthy seasons. So even though Grant Hill was a better hooper, Blake had a better career. Kraig was with Kobe in Colorado. Reaching for Kobe. Nah, I ain't reaching. Kraig is a Jehovah's Witness private investigator. That's funny. Because them Jehovah's Witnesses do be investigating shit, man. They look at your social media and them motherfuckers is wild, man. Shout out to the witnesses. Favorite collegiate coach. My favorite collegiate coach is Tubby Smith. Shout out to Tubby Smith, man. He's always in the playoffs, always in the tournament. Shout out to Tubby and his son, man. Tubby Smith, my favorite college coach. Clay is in the top 20, not the top 10. My top 10 all time? My shit gonna be different. This ain't the order, but it's Magic, Kobe, Shaq, Wilt, Kareem, Jordan, LeBron, Larry Bird, Tim Duncan, Kevin Durant. Somebody said he at Bukapong. How I'm at Bukapong house? Huh? How? I got to get back to work, man. I gave y'all an hour. Oscar Robertson is dope, man. I love y'all. See y'all this week. Kraig Fac. I got a bunch of episodes coming. Trust me and believe me. I got Orlando Brown coming to the studio very soon. If I owe you something, get it from God. God, God, God.